What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So, how to deal with a setback when it's not your fault. And you know, I'm actually someone who likes to blame themselves a lot and say, you know, what could I have done better? You know, what could I have done better? And how is this my fault? How can I blame myself so that I can improve better for next time? Now, I want to say in at least like 60 to 70% of cases, you know, you can find a way that it was your fault and you can blame yourself and take ownership. But there is those odd occasions where, do you know what? It wasn't actually your fault. It wasn't actually your fault, and there was literally nothing you could have done. Literally nothing you could have done. So how do you deal with those situations? Because those situations are hard. They're hard to deal with. And I've had a situation like that happen to me recently, and it got me thinking, how can I use that to positively help others who find themselves in those predicaments where it's actually not your fault? You put everything, heart, mind, body, soul, into everything, and you're just spat out and treated poorly, and it literally was not your fault. There's literally nothing you can do. I think the first thing that you need to do is have acceptance. And this comes over time, you know, acceptance. So you have to accept that what has happened has happened. And, you know, you can't turn back the hands of time. So it's happened, it's done. And for whatever reason, it turned out the way that it did. You know, people often say in life, just getting my water, the camera's getting a bit funny, I was just getting some water. People often say in life, this is why I need to hire someone one day. So, you know, people always say, work hard, you know, never give up, and you'll get to where you're going to, but that doesn't come with a 100% guarantee. I saw Tyson Fury, who's a boxer, and his book said, I didn't buy his book, but I saw like on the back cover, it was saying, oh, if you try hard, then 99% of the time you're going to get there. And I kind of laughed, because even the person who helped him write that book, or if it was him who wrote it, knew there is no guarantee. So when people say try hard, never give up, and you'll get to where you're going to, it sounds good. You know, it sounds good to sell someone a dream. It sounds good for motivation when your headphones are on and you're working out, but real life, real world, trying hard and never giving up increases your chances, but it's no guarantee. So, you know, I know plenty of people who are more talented than the people who are drowning in accolades and achievements and TV awards and all that stuff and all that good stuff. But no one getting but looking. So sometimes you have to accept that what's happened has happened. There's nothing you can do about it. There are forces in this world that, you know, you don't have power in every situation in life. You know, you don't have power in every situation. So you have to accept it and move on. You know, just accept that it's happened. Like, don't try and fight that it's happened. You know, don't try and wake up every day and try and think of scenarios in your head where, you know, it wouldn't have happened. It's happened. And then you just accept it, and that'll help you move on. The next one is knowing that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you think that you really want something, you really want to be a NBA basketball player, you know, you really want to be a rugby player, you really want to be a soccer player, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen. And you have to just understand that everything happens for a reason, you know. Everything that ever did happen happened for a reason. So just accepting that and knowing that can help you deal with your setbacks a little better. You know, for whatever reason, something happened, it wasn't your fault, it didn't work out, your girlfriend cheated on you, or, you know, you didn't get that job you were going for, and for whatever reason, it worked out the way it did, and it happened for a reason. And maybe one day, you will learn what that reason is, and you'll be glad that it didn't work out for you, and you'll be on the other side, on the safe side, and things will be all right. And the last thing is understanding that the storm will pass. You know, I've recently been in a very hard situation, and you feel like you're in this storm. You feel like everything that ever happened is negative, but at the end of the day, it passed, you know? It passed. That storm passed. And now I'm cool, you know? I mean, I was always cool, to be honest with you, because I knew that, I don't mean that in an arrogant way, but I was kind of always cool with it because I knew that it wasn't my fault, and I knew that other people were the reason behind what was going down. But when I say I was cool, I mean that like the stress subsides, the constant thinking and rethinking and double thinking yourself, like it subsides, and eventually, you know, you stop thinking about, oh, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do there? And the storm passes, and you're not in a constant state of discomfort, you know? So I think that those are ways you can deal with setbacks, you know, and know when it's not your fault. Just knowing that, you know, you have to accept it, you know, knowing you have to accept it, knowing that everything happens for a reason, and you know, the storm will pass. The storm will pass. It can't stay forever. It can't. You know, it can't. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, then there's a link for that in the description. With that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.